All right, hello, happy fucking Wednesday. So, um, unlike typical traditional trade recap videos on this channel, this is gonna be a little bit of a different video, right? I want to talk about, obviously, you can tell from the title, I want to talk about the differences between US30 and NAS100. So, and how you should really approach them and how you should trade them, right? I mean, I'm gonna talk about very briefly because that's something that I'd want to talk about in my mentor chat, right? I want to talk about it um, because we have people in here who ask some stuff. You know, is there any advice switching from NAS to US30? I'm sure it's the same concept and everything, but maybe some differences to look out for. So yes, and there's no better way to answer this than just by making a video and talking about today's trade, right? This morning's trade. So um, very you're gonna look at this morning and then you're gonna be like, well, kind of weird, right? So, whoa, my chart is messy. I don't want to talk about my trade again. That's all on my social media and stuff. Typically, when I have the best days, it's probably smarter for me to just keep my mouth shut rather than just bragging on every social media. It attracts a lot more negativity than really just the message that the fact that someone's actually doing well in trading and can live a really nice quality life. It gets a lot of backslash apparently. Now look, I came in. We'll just talk about differences between US30 and NAS, right? So what is this? This is US30. Let's just talk about the pre-market. So now what's funny is that even after news, I easily on my phone noticed like this was a great support zone. So yeah, as soon as we came down, I saw that we wicked it. I literally got in for a buy, and it was just so easy. And all I wanted to see it do, and I hardly got him draw down. It wicked it, came down. It was kind of holding over here for like 3 minutes, and then we finally pushed up. And then I got out, and I was already up a shit ton of. Well, I don't want to say a big shit ton of money, but it's definitely more than what an average ICT trader even makes in a year. But came down again, and I should have just been patient, but I was on my phone at 5:31 a.m. PST when news broke out at 5:30, and I literally just made fucking just $20 shy of $6,000 just for trading a minute, not even a full minute. It was more like 30 something seconds. But the goal was to basically see how we do back in this area, right? I noticed that we had something right basically here, which just seemed like a lot of support, resistance, support. Seen a lot of support and resistance in this area, so I really just wanted to see it break it right now. I just wasn't patient. I think I saw my 5.9k in profit, and I was like, fuck it, let's just call it a day. And then came up in market opening. I was a little bit lower. I didn't think in the slightest that this thing would be holding as. I don't know. I mean, looking back now, I'm like, damn, it did. It took me a while to click. Again, guys, I'm literally trading off of my phone, right? So I couldn't really see this on the big charts. I mean, not that I couldn't. It's just I didn't want to. Just because when you have your phone, you can be profitable on your phone. Just keep it short. And I was lazy, whatever, to each their own. Now, when you have a massive, and I'll zoom in so it's a little bit more evident. When you have a massive dump, you want to look to the left and see exactly at what point do we curl back around. With US30, the one thing I love, Bonfire, to answer your question, what's the biggest difference, is that US30 trades very, very traditional. It trades very traditional to a stock. NAS, on the other hand, kind of trades like a fuckboy. I mean, you does what it does, and then it just doesn't really make sense. This morning, I would have took two brutal L's on NAS, just being transparent as possible. If I took that like how I used to trade, and how I still do trade as a matter of fact, but I used to only trade NAS, and now I'm only trading US30. You would have seen me take two nasty blowouts on this morning trading NAS 100, but then US30. Crazy enough, when she dumped, at market opening, she dumped. I tried to get in for a sell. I rode the sell all the way to here. I took profits a little bit early because I wanted to see this thing go back up, right? So I entered. I saw that she was coming back down, and she was kind of holding over here, right? Like just a few points below these wicks. I saw it kind of seemed like we were holding support right here, to be honest, right there. And honestly, that was fair game because I was like, came down, broke it, came back down, wicked it, dropped, and when we came back, we're holding here. Finally broke it, tapped it, retested it, push up, came back down, retested, push up, came back down, push up, push up heavy. So really wanted to see that. Next thing I know, I did enter basically on the blue line since we wicked it. Got a really great feel on that, to be honest. No, not much of a spread at all. But I kid you not, whatever profit I made pre-market, and yeah, I made good profit over here, dude. I made good profit. I cut this trade a little bit early, but that was great profit. I mean, it was 70 points. I know this might say 100 or 90, but it was 70 points in profit. Great trade. But as soon as I got this in this trade, I was red to the point basically where I was just $60 short of giving away basically what I had made profit on this pre-market trade. And she was so close, and just me closing the trade out, because the fact is that I didn't want to basically see it go below this. This bottom line is my stop loss, right? But for anybody who knows me, I like to see I want to be a little bit patient, and maybe being optimistic, but I want to be a little bit patient because, still, we, if you look to the left, it makes perfect sense that we did come up here. This was resistance. My stop loss is always calculated to the potential zones, right? My TP and stop loss. Now, I know trading fluently. Again, US30 trades very traditionally. Nas100, I can't believe I'm kind of wanting to curse her, but she has not been that nice girl that she thought she used to be. So that's how I feel about it. But many times she pushed up, and I was getting the nice. At one point, I was up 3,000, and next thing you know, she just came crashing down. And it was just like, dude, I was like, I'm literally risking basically my whole profit here, minus 30. So luckily, she did wick, and I was right when I had my cursor on the X to close the trade. She started curling back up. So it was like a flash. Maybe 5 seconds she was down here, and I was like, I'm done. But luckily I didn't, and she curled away. And the next thing you know, she pushed up, right? So that was a beautiful trade. I really wanted to see this thing break past us, but then I noticed, I was like, she just wicked it. She wicked the double top, and then she's coming back down. So then I took another sell, right? So I buy pre-market, sell here, buy here, and then my final sell. I just wanted to see this thing break this. I wrote it down. Actually, it was. If I just break it down to the 1 minute time frame, just so you can see it, she when she came up, as soon as I got in, she tanked, but she was holding basically this fucking support again, and then that's where you guys saw it. She pushed back up, and I mean, she rejected this again, but I think she eventually broke it. Oh no, she was holding it. Well, whatever. I mean, I was looking at that, but I was just so frustrated. Basically, we couldn't break support, couldn't break resistance, and this is actually one of the best type of days that you want to be on US30, just because these are type of days where you can play ping pong, right? So every time it came down here, buy. Every time it came down here, sell. I could have rinse and repeat positions and keep altering positions left and right, and honestly, I should have. The fact that I just bought here, sold, bought, sell, and keep in mind, guys, I'm trading literally, what was it? It was 91 times 3, so 273 points, right? I mean, $273. Actually, it's not 3, it was 91 times 4. That seems off. Yeah, no, I know I was trading 300 something a point. So I was trading $364 per point, right? So, again, I'm not gonna say how much I made here. It was amazing day. My second biggest this month, and honestly, not even gonna really try to push that for this week. I just want to mentally just detox, because this week I really have, actually this month so far, May 1st, literally from the first day of the month, I hit a home run, and today was the second biggest day on the account. Kind of crazy to think, in 1 week you can make, well, big numbers. Anyways, that's US30, right? Nas, on the other hand, again, you know, I say all the time with stocks, it goes, if you just zoom out, this is why I like my charts zoomed out, because you can see all this. This is how typical stocks and charts move, right? It always moves like this. It always moves like this. It moves in zigzags. But you just gotta figure out which zigzag, which high, which low is it gonna hold, right? Is it gonna hold here? Is it gonna hold here? Is it gonna hold here? You just gotta figure that out. Now, with Nas100, on the other hand, and let's just, rewind it, right? Pre-market, what was I looking at? This one is weird. I mean, I'm so happy I switched to US30. It's just been a journey with Nas, honestly. Even though I was doing really well, it just still was hard, right? So we're in a bullish trend. Obviously, I'm not really paying too much attention to what she does here because there's just no range over here. But that's a little bit unnecessary for many traders to even consider. But still, I know a lot of people are going to question me regarding what I just meant on that part. But when she came down here, she literally just curled. And then when I saw it coming back up like this, I want to see basically it retest something before it pushes back up to eventually break this area, right? But she instead, let me just clear these drawings out. Instead, she just crashed, and then I'm not surprised, but the thing is, she looked like she was holding the support for such a good long time, and it makes sense if you look to the left, right? Every time we came in this area, it dropped, and then when we finally broke it, retest, push up, 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 right? Retest, push up. So, come back here. Support is now resistance. Come down, right? Retest, come down. Retest, come down. Retest, come down. Retest. Yeah, but we don't have a wick or any body closure. I mean, yeah, sure, we have this body closure, but she eventually came back down, and when she did, she retested that for a final massive flush, right? So I eventually want to see a reaction to this area, and it should be common sense. But she just she broke it. She broke it to the south. So it's like, first my trade would have been over here to try to take a buy, but then she immediately just came crashing down. So I'm like, okay, well then I would have taken another buy somewhere holding in here. Just being brutally honest, that's how I would have traded. And next thing you know, she just tanked, right? So it's stupid, and this is why I had US30 on my mind for so long. It was honestly, US30 was kind of ringing my head for almost the last 3-4 years, like an inner calling, and that's just something I've been very blessed to have as a kid, that I've always known exactly my life. I've always been able to know certain bits, certain things in my life, and it's just sometimes I look at something and I'm just like, it just feels so right, but I just don't get it. And I've been in that position basically my whole life, to say the very least. From cars to favorite colors to favorite color of clothing or certain type of styles of clothing, wanting to be goth. Not serious about that goth part, by the way. So that's the biggest difference. You have one that trades very old school, and then when you kind of understand what I mean old school, when you look at traditional stocks and traditional charts, you look at this one, and then you kind of just try to understand what had happened over here. And some people would be like, oh, I understand, this was a perfect sell. Great, kudos for you. And then so many people on US30, so many people took losses on both. With US30, so many people were like, what was it, bro? It was this one. Yeah, it was this one. It was this, when I tried to check the buy at the bottom. So many people are like, I wanted to see it break this area because of a inverse fair gap. Well, I don't care what the fuck an inverse vagina fair gap means. I don't. That's all childish terms. I don't give a fuck what that means. I really don't. None of that is real in Wall Street. None of that is real in the Federal Reserve. Try to get a job as an investment equity officer, or as an investor in general, which is even a lot more common, and actually easier to get compared to what I used to work as, right? Used to, because I'm finishing up my career now. Um, I've never heard a fucking insider trader ever talk about that. Never. So a lot of people, I feel like they just finger themselves to whatever just feels right, and mind my language, but some people just can't get dumber than what's already in the trading space. I'm not here to say anybody's stupid or everybody. I'm not here to even say one person's stupid, but the dumbest one is that trader has an ego and is unprofitable. I don't know how else to say it. So, uh, that's gonna be it for the video. Look, if you wanna be the Discord, I mean, I have my mentor chat. I just have a lot of stuff. It's great. Just really, really, really happy with the way how things have been panning out for the Discord, but at the same time, my goal always stays true, and I want to show and be open with my Discord that we we here trying to do a lot of things. We're here to trade the best, leave the rest, and then I like to go out. I like to enjoy with my folks, enjoy meeting new people. I actually do love, with all this money on what I want to do, I want to go out, hold somebody's hands, typically someone's daughter's hands, treat them well, right? Spoil them, even though the drink was 20, this piece of shit was $23, which it was literally gone in like 2 sips. um it tasted like a piece of shit. But it went well, right? That's all I care about. She loved it. She hugged me and even gave me a kiss on the first day. Fucking, I love it, right? Now, the only thing that matters is about actually learning how to trade. Learning how to trade. So we have everything. We have people's trading journals. We have a new member. We literally, for almost like every 1 to 3 hours, we have a new member who's applying to join. And yes, you heard that right, you have to apply to join, right? So I'm not gonna say names, but man, somebody over here fucking is killing it in the markets. Actually, there's few people in the server that trades really well, but they're a little bit mature for texting here, I guess, or even wanting to affiliate with some people. But it is what it is. I mean, if you trade, that's and make your money, that's all that matters. So we even have basically as you guys just saw it, right? We're doing this to see like where people stand in their trading, right? So kind of sucks. People are getting squashed left and right. That's none of my real business, though. None of my business to butt in with people who don't want to learn how to trade properly. If I just show you guys over here, right? Let's just talk about this one. Right now, people basically, somebody asked, I'm gonna start studying your vids and content seriously after doing breakout from his previous mentor. He just doesn't get it, right? So then people are like, when I tell you this guy's videos and strategies the easiest thing you could understand and use, people saying, hey, it's worth it, right? Somebody else saying, okay, now you're definitely gonna get a payout, right? So it's another person said, hey, I mean, once you understand his strat, you no longer have the thought of this bullshit ICT, fair vagina gaps, liquidating, fucking coming, stupid shit. The whole chart becomes support and resistance to you, and really just as simple as that, right? I know you'll get the hang of it. One setup, one bias at one time. That's another thing that a lot of people just don't understand. You basically are trading so many people, man. I don't even think I have the plan, right? I do? Oh, no, I don't. So many people break it down to the 1 second, 5 second, 10 second, 15 second, 30 second time frames in their trading. I don't want to wish harm on anybody, but just quit. Just raise the white flag. You cannot trade that. You're not supposed to be trading that, dog. You have no strategy. There's no strategy in the world that requires anything less than the 1 minute time frame. Even the 1 minute time frame, I personally don't know, but I can see how some people just have been killing it. Well, that was mostly because of that stupid ICT stuff on funded when it was popping, and now I don't know where they're at. I have heard no name. So, we can go on and on, quick or not. This person loves how simple all my videos are, right? So, somebody literally said, hey, this guy's doing well. He's been doing real well. He'll take losses on NAS. Just kind of, almost a very similar bias that we had. As a matter of fact, I think actually it was the same bias, but this is like, this strategy is as simple as drawing a line, um, TP, stop loss, entry, and you're good, right? Support and resistance, few lines, and you're good. You don't need to waste your time overcomplicating things. If you have to overcomplicate, I'm being dead serious, guys. If you can't explain something to a baby and dumbing it down using English, using first grade English, you don't get it yourself, and you can't really make that work out. I don't know how else to say that, just simply, right? So, it just goes on and on. As somebody said, grateful to be in the server. Just this was a personal message, but um, it's just I love these things, right? I love these things. It's like, and I'll read it. If it wasn't for, me thinking about doing the mentoring stuff, especially for free, by the way, right? Then it's just there's just no way being paved for success for many people, and I'm being dead honest. There's 190. I think now there's 193 people in my Discord, and even then, I'm not here to act like an asshole. It's just when you break the server rules, or when you're disrespectful, or when you're trying to be racist, right? Because a lot of people are racist online, and they want to be funny with that. I mean, some things are funny, yes, but then just being racist to somebody so directly in, broad sunlight or daylight in the server, no, that's not funny, buddy. That's not funny. So, um, thankful for it. Not profitable yet, but that's not the point. Just because this person is really new, but he's in a server with experienced traders, not just me, and he has a great strategy. Multiple people, actually, the real people in both futures and forex who are doing really well in life do trade support and resistance. Not a damn joke, right? So people who actually have prop firms, I mean brokers, their own brokers. I kid you not, they trade supply and demand or support and resistance, either or. They're very, very, very accessible and very in tune with each other. You can't tell the way I trade today was support and resistance, and I know that, right? So now it's just this cat's a little time, just put in his own time, just gotta grind it out. It's gonna take months worth of experience. That's all I gotta say. And you guys all have to understand that it could take months, it could take years. It took me a long ass time with a lot of debt to make it out. A lot of debt and a lot of time, a lot of losses, a lot of loans I took out. Just blew it in the same fucking week. I think the fastest I've ever blown a loan, which was almost 23,000, was in 3 trading days, and that's just fucked up. So, but I really put myself through that stress, and it got me in court, being sued for not paying that loan, and then I had a lender on it too, and it was a collections debt thing. Whatever, I've been through it all, guys. Nobody can literally beat me, or nobody can have a story that's worse than mine. But the thing is, no matter who wants to talk shit about me, but I did not give up. I never gave up on a damn thing I fought and believed in my own eyes and my damn heart, right? The only difference is by cutting my ego, swallowing it, and using my damn brain as a sponge, right? Treating my damn brain as a sponge to soak in whatever education was required, content required, um, podcast, books. I even attempted to read books, and I hate books. I cannot stand reading even more than 10 words together. Just really, really, really just throws me off. Um, but you have to do whatever it takes and just swallow the damn pride. I don't. So many people and so many day traders don't belong in the space. They don't belong in even trading, in the trading industry or career, because so many people are like, yeah, I know that, but it just doesn't feel right. I know that, but at the same time, it's so stupid because like it just doesn't make no sense. Or, you know what, bro? You made 40K, but I made $26 profit, and honestly, you just have a lot more experience. So I think within time, I'll do way better than you, or like just as good as you, bro. I've heard the dumbest stories, and even some of them being my own blood. So I'm minding my own damn business. I don't want to show nobody nothing. I don't really even feel comfortable people seeing a glimpse of my life. That's just I'm the type of person I am. I love helping others, but when it comes to me smiling, I love smiling behind closed doors. I really do. One person in public sees me smile and they'll fucking throw eggs at me. I kid you not. And that's just the life I've lived. But anyways, peace, love, and cheers. Definitely a longer video. than what I anticipated. But these type of videos are, it's nice to just rant, right? So I hope you guys enjoyed as much as I do. I know for you guys these are not as entertaining because you actually have to soak in these information, soak in these things to learn, to hear. And for me, it's just like I'm sitting in bed, literally. Actually, I'm rushing in bed. About to call it a night soon. It's 11 p.m. I know it says 8:05. This is p.m. I mean, this is PST, right? This is California. It's the West Coast time. I grew up there, so obviously I'm gonna be used to their time rather than, New York's time. But it's the difference is 3 hours ahead over here than the West Coast. So for us, it's 11:05. I still have to wake up early in the morning. So peace, love, and cheers, and best of luck for the remainder of this week. Thank you.